Welcome back everybody, we're here for another rundown on AMC. You guys do know that as time goes on, I'm going to be giving you updates on AMC day by day, week by week, and what a better place to start off by looking at some very bullish data for AMC. All of that and more is coming up in the video, so do make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe, because we're talking about some good things coming up towards the end of the week. Now do remember as well, this is not financial advice, and we are actually running a Christmas fundraiser right now on top of that, so if you can donate, please do. That's the three topics I wanted to touch on, but now we're going to dive into the video. So what we're looking at is our info from Stonko Tracker. Now, this is looking pretty good, especially when we come up to our calls and puts, but we'll get into all of that in just a moment. So first things first, we're looking at our price currently, which is roughly 210 at the time of filming the video. Now come up here, you have a look at a few of our other good things. We're looking at an in the money calls expiring on the 19th of November. This is almost 44k. It's 39,999. 33,999 I should say. But yeah, things are looking good over there. Now come up to 45, we'd have an extra few calls on the money, as that number would increase to 44.6k, and we can see a few of our other figures. We're looking at shares available to borrow at 900,000, we're looking at ETF shares available down here as well, and if you come down a bit further you'll see a few other important pieces of info, such as our trading volume. Now this is also pretty interesting to look at, and we can see the trading volume that we're looking at is relatively low in my personal opinion. Is it abnormally low? Not recently, especially with what we've been seeing with AMC, but it is still relatively low over the past day, and you will see each one of these blocks does represent 30 minutes coming in from 9:30 all the way up towards the end of day, which is where we come into right now. So we almost have the full day's data in for that, and yeah, we're looking at some very not really too interesting figures, but they are a little bit low in my opinion. Now come up here, we're looking at our borrowed shares. Now this borrowed shares figure, we're looking at 900k as I did say, and our amount for the ETF is down here. Now the cost to borrow for these, the borrow fee is only 0.5%, so it's very cheap to borrow these shares. And again, we do want to see that one increase in the future, but as we already have found out, all of this data may be heavily manipulated, in which case it may not matter as much as people are insisting. But what is good to look at is going to be our options. Now these options expiring, like I said, on the 19th, and we can see that we have a lot of these in the money, 43k. Now what is disappointing to me is how many we have out of the money. We're having about almost 500,000 options in the money, actually just over 500,000 options, which are going to be out of the money coming up to this deadline. However, when we come out to the puts data versus in the money and out of the money, we've seen a lot of puts in the out of the money, and we've seen a few puts in the money. So when it comes to in the money ratios, our calls to puts, our calls are still looking better, and that is a good thing. So when we come down to break this down a bit closer, which we can do going over to bar chart, we're going to find out some more interesting details too. Now these are our options prices, and if we look to the date on these, you'll see these are expiring over here. If we have a look in 2 days on the 19th, so clearly these are the ones that we are looking at. And we get a breakdown of where these key options are. As you may expect, we look at key options at places like 40. This is sort of normal because 40 is, or at least has been in the past, a very key level of support, so of course we're having a few in there. Come up here, you're seeing a few other interesting ones. Now what I find unique is if we come up here to a price of 44, we're going to have a few more in the money. That's an extra 7k at 43, and coming up to 44 we have an extra 8k, so really that would have a big influence. Now once again, those round numbers, or at least those numbers in multiples of 5, are drawing people in, because we've seen a lot at 45. We've seen 18k at 45, and now you see where those extra options will come into the money. And if you scroll down a bit further, you'll see we have a lot of options as well coming in at price points like 50. Now is 50 unmanageable for the time period? I do not believe it is. I think it is a long shot. It's a very long shot, but it is something that could potentially happen, but is on the more risky side. Now when you come out here to have a look at our volume for our puts, you will see, like I said, a few of these are in the money so far, but our data from bar chart shows not too many of them actually are. We're having a lot out of the money actually. We would have had a lot in the money if we'd have come down to 39, a lot as well at 40, a couple at 41, and a couple at 42 as well. But where we are right now, we're seeing relatively low volume, as I did say, from the data that we have on Stonko Tracker. So once more, we're looking at bullish things when it comes to our options for AMC and all of our other data. Now, As I have said in the past, these videos are only intended to be relatively small updates, but I think it is these small updates that do help to give us insight, and I'm sure this is data that some of you guys will have already known, but some of you also may not have known this, so the idea is to spread the word out there that things behind the scenes are looking very positive with AMC. Now, once again, this is only a short news update. We're going to be giving you more and more of these as time goes on, so make sure to subscribe, share it with a friend and family member, but thank you for watching this one. I'll see you all again in another. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here, and again if you do join us it is completely free, link is down below, but if you do want to become a Patreon you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name, so your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.